KUAM News Hotspot is brought to you by
Pacific Points, Do More, Get More, and Calvo Enterprises, Inc.
All right, everybody, it is 11 o'clock. It's Monday. It's time to party. Well, not really, because most of us are at work. So if you're watching us, thank you for doing so. I'm Jason Salas. This is the Hotspot. Let's get you ready for the show.
The menu, brought to you by King's Restaurant, always open, always local, and Ruby Tuesday Guam, home of the Fresh Garden Bar.
We as a community are hopefully one step closer to selecting a superintendent for GDOE after interviews were held over the weekend. Nationally, the holiday season is bringing severe weather to parts of our friends in the U.S. In 25 days of shopping local, we kick off our week-long showcase of unique local gifts. We've got everything in Guam in studio. We got some snacks that you guys are really going to want to go out and buy. And we're going to introduce you to a couple of TikTok influencers from Japan who are visiting our island. It's all part of GVB's new campaign. But first, right off the bat, more than 70 Talofofo residents joined in on a public hearing to rename the village's elementary school after a pair of legendary educators, Joaquino Roberto and Rosa Carter. The hearing was spearheaded by the Education Board along with officials from the Southern School. Erwin Manabusan, the principal of Talofofo Elementary, spoke with us on how the hearing went and what he thinks could be the possibility of renaming the very, very historic campus.
A number of things that were brought up. One thing is just pride in the name. Talofofo is the village name, and everyone is part of the village. So they say Talofofo Elementary School. It means a lot to them. There was a lot of people from Talofofo that were teachers, that were administrators, that did so much for the students, for the school, and it's just too many to name. And instead of renaming the school, maybe let's look at other options. But I think, by far, it was just that they were very proud of the name that it reflects the village, and that they didn't want it. They felt strongly about not changing it.
Now, according to Maria Gutierrez, a longtime member of the Education Board, 2 were in favor of renaming the school, while about 40 were against the name change. The school is still accepting written testimony to those that want to support for or against the name change. You can submit your thoughts on the topic at talofofolem, ELEM, at gdoe.net. Staying with education, the interviews to determine who may be the next superintendent of the largest agency in Gov Guam happened this past weekend. And once again from the Education Board, the vice chair, Dr. Mary Okada, says the interviews went well. 6 candidates were interviewed for the position, and as to whom they are, the Education Board has yet to release the identities of them. Further discussions will take place at the board's next scheduled meeting, at which point they will hopefully decide who will permanently take the mantle of GDOE superintendent. Severe weather is hitting the east and west coast this weekend, bringing snow, rain, and plunging temperatures. It's created dangerous road conditions and frustration for travelers in the mainland.
From snowfall in Washington State to rain in New York City, the weather all across the country Saturday wouldn't let up.
This is not an outfit I thought I was going to be wearing today.
A severe weather system out west drenched San Francisco and blanketed roads in Washington. The storm snarled air travel in Seattle, where some 60 flights were canceled and hundreds more delayed, adding to days of travel troubles. In the Sierra Nevada, a second round could dump feet of snow by Monday. On Thursday alone, they had 24 inches.
My neighbors luckily got a plowing business, so they get our driveway for us.
In Colorado, whiteout conditions forced the highway to close near Loveland Pass, while in other parts of the state, dust storms reduced visibility to near zero and sent tumbleweeds flying across roads. In Minnesota, high winds whipped up snow and sent temperatures plunging. But in the city of Anoka,
Bundle up and dress for it.
It couldn't stop a Christmas tree lighting.
The sun went down. Now it's pretty cold. But that's okay. 'Tis the season, right?
Temperatures there dropped to the single digits, and now the front is moving east, with cold coming to the Atlantic coast. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
Are you serious? Okay, now I'm not one to editorialize, but you crazy mainlanders, I mean, much respect. I'm related to many of you out there. You guys can have the snow. I like the sunshine. I like rainbows. I like the beach. I like, even the rainy season and everything like that. I would rather sweat than freeze, but, that's just me. Let us know what you think in the comments. All right, Let's get along to News Bites as we tell you what is happening around the island. And first off, Guam bodybuilder Dan Munoz won the NPC Masters second place in the 35-plus heavyweight and also 40-plus heavyweight classes in a competition held in Anaheim. Speaking of our friends in the mainland, congratulations. Hope you got to go to Disneyland too. Children's ages 6 to 14 can take part in several fun learning activities over the Christmas break with the 4-H Youth Enrichment Programs offered by UOG's Cooperative Extension Outreach Service. The week-long enrichment camps will engage youth in hands-on activities in cooking, arts and crafts, science, and much more. Call 735-2040 for more. Speaking of UOG, they recognize some of their best team and individual talents during the Triton Awards program. They recognize achievements of Tritons in 2021. Now, the Triton of the Year was another member of Familia Okada. That was David Okada, Interim Chief of Staff and Board Liaison in the President's Office. Well done, David. And our friends over at Triple J Auto Group, their main office in Upper Tumut. Shout out to Triple J. You guys are awesome. Their executive team of Triple J Enterprises presented checks totaling $20,000 to 4 nonprofit organizations. They are Guam Cancer Care, the Lupus Awareness Group of Guam, Boy Scouts Chamorro District, and Sanctuary. They each received $5,000. Very well done. It is time for your weekly question, which some of you enjoy answering on Facebook or Instagram. Check us out on @KUAM. Hit us up, as the kids say. And this week's question is, what is your favorite Christmas song? Do you have a favorite Christmas song? If you do, let us know which one. Are you going more traditional, more old school, you know, kind of like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? You want to go like in the 80s when stuff got a little bit crazy and they say grandma got run over by a reindeer. Remember that? I know another song that uses that music. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Or do you want to do like the more modern, you know, hearing Mariah Carey until, you know, your ears bleed? So whatever you think. Christmas music is awesome. You can hear a lot of it on The Breeze 94. Check us out on the FM radio. We are playing Christmas music all through New Year's, and let us know what your song is. All right. Now, calling all those who must love Christmas, there's nothing that can brighten spirits more than the Christmas decor and holiday lights, and we want to show them all. Send us your photos. DM us, slide into our DMs, or email us at promotions@kuam.com so that we may feature your Christmas lights every Friday. Please make sure to check us out. That's going to be awesome. All right, time for a quick break, but coming up next, we kick off our week-long showcase, Profiling. Unique local gifts perfect for the holiday season. That is coming up next.
What is it?
Can I get new basketball shoes?
We'll see.
Can I please have $20 for my field trip?
I don't know. Can I go to my friend's house after school?
Anak, hindi pwede.
We're all trying our best to make ends meet. The governor's child care programs are helping businesses and working families care for Guam's kids. This ad is paid for with funds administered by the Department of Public Health and Social Services. Visit guamchildcare.com to apply today.
Pacific Points is more rewarding with friends. From now until December 31st, get 300 bonus points for every friend you refer that signs up and earns points. Both you and your friends will enjoy awesome rewards like free Shell fuel, rebates on your IT&E bills, vouchers at Foodies, and United Mileage Plus miles. Plus, earn more points to upgrade your membership tier and enjoy even more exclusive rewards. Learn more at PacificPoints.com or download the app. Pacific Points. Do more, get more.
Hello, I'm Gunnery Sergeant Ruben Tan from Marine Corps Base Camp Blas, personally asking you to join me in supporting the Marine Corps Toys for Tots program by collecting new and unwrapped toys for children this year. The Toys for Tots program, now in its 13th year on island, has partnered with the Chamber of Commerce, Matson Navigation Company, Catholic Social Services, and the Salvation Army to make this holiday season a time to remember for kids and teens throughout Guam. You may drop off your new and unwrapped toys between now and December 10th in any of our boxes throughout Guam or at the KUAM studio. We ask that when purchasing this year, please also remember gifts for older children and young teenagers. On behalf of the U.S. Marine Corps, and the KUAM Care Force, we thank you for coming together and sharing the spirit of this holiday season. Hafaday, I'm Gunnery Sergeant Ruben Tan from Marine Corps Base Camp Blas, personally asking you to join me in supporting the Marine Corps Toys for Tots program by collecting new and unwrapped toys for children this year. The Toys for Tots program, now in its 8th year in the CNMI, has partnered with the Saipan Chamber of Commerce, Lady Diane Tours Foundation, and the associated students of NMC to make this holiday season a time to remember for kids and teens throughout the Commonwealth. You may drop off your new and unwrapped toys today through December 10th at any of the 30 businesses who are currently participating in our campaign throughout Saipan, the Lady Diane Tours Foundation, Commonwealth Bureau of Military Affairs, and CNMI Women's Affairs offices. We kindly ask that when purchasing this year, to please remember gifts for older children and young teenagers. On behalf of the United States Marine Corps and the KUAM Care Force, we thank you for coming together and sharing the spirit of the season.
Subscribe to our KUAM News Digest, our weekly email newsletter with all kinds of information straight to your inbox. Just subscribe and we'll make sure to keep you informed and entertained with news from the KUAM News team, what to watch on NBC and CBS, and the latest promotions from KUAM Communications. Go to KUAM.com, click on the newsletter tab at the top of the homepage, register, and you're all set. Brought to you by Uno Go, Guam On Demand.
Christmas Pop's 25 Days of Shopping Local, presented by Tea Galleria by DFS Guam and Guma.
Welcome back to the Hotspot. I actually started talking early and all our directors were yelling at me, including our guest, the wonderful Marie Guerrero. Now, the holidays are a time to gather with friends and family. And Marie, it has been so long. It is good to see you.
So nice to see you.
And obviously, this wonderful spread that you have blessed us with today. This is Christmas Pop's 25 Days of Shopping Local in partnership with our friends at the DFS Galleria Guam and Guma, showcasing the unique gifts Guam has all this week. We are featuring many wonderful local vendors. You are our maiden voyage, and I could not be more happy to do this because you have such a wonderful brand. Everything Guam and cookies.
Yes, cookies.
You're speaking my love language.
Yay,
okay,
cookies.
So let's talk about exactly what we have here first, because your product line is prominently on display and everything. So what have you brought us today?
Today you're looking at our DFS exclusive packaging, but this is all shortbread cookies.
I love shortbread.
Yes, we
Everybody
do.
wants to say they want to go like super hardcore, like with the toppings or the candied, you know, like whatever. Shortbread works for me.
Yeah, shortbread is good.
Elegant.
It's so good. It's so good. And we have some great chefs over at 3 Squares where these are manufactured, and amazing shortbread cookies. So what you're seeing here is these are our flagship box. This is our Laddie Stone. Of course, you know, it's iconic to our island. The Laddie Stone, kind of the basis of where our vision comes from. Each of the cookies are individually wrapped, so they're definitely giftable. You're good, you can pass them out, you know, and share.
And I love the color contrast too.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally awesome. So we do regular shortbread, we do chocolate shortbread, and then we dip them in white chocolate and milk chocolate. So shortbread couldn't get any better.
Okay, now my doctor who told me that, you know, I should kind of like back off on the sweets like earlier this year and everything.
Yeah,
she probably wouldn't like sign off on this, but I'm going to eat some cookies before lunchtime. So doc, you know, just you want to swipe up, you know, for the next like 5 minutes or so.
Right. So we'll move on this box here. This is our artisan box. And
artisan, okay.
Yeah, so this box particularly was done by a local artist, Lisa Nicholas. I don't know if you're familiar with the...
I believe so.
Yeah, so Lisa Nicholas did an oil painting for us, and each of these boxes, they are numbered. And they're also featured at DFS.
Very nice.
Yeah, so this is, it's a very special box for us.
And this is the kind of thing that, you know, I mean, it is a keepsake. So, you know, maybe going down the future, you know, you want to, maybe you can keep jewelry in this, or, you know, people can, I mean, even like something as simple as, you know, storing your keys. But you put this in somebody's house, whether you're a kid that's, you know, going to college in the States, or, you know, you're a military member. Thank you for your service, by the way, men and women. You're deployed overseas. this is going to bring home to you?
Absolutely. So these boxes are lattice stone shaped, very iconic, like I said, to the island, and they're definitely durable. So my dad lives in the States, and this sits on his shelf.
Very nice.
So absolutely something you want to have as a key.
Now that's not only bringing home back to
him.
him, that's also reminding him of his baby girl, who is very successful. Now I got to tell you, you've been in the F&B, the food and beverage for the uninitiated, right? You've been in this game like a really, really long time, and you've learned a lot, you've taught people a lot.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the recipes of this, based on your empirical knowledge of what works with the local culture and customers?
Okay, so one thing is, you're right, I've been in there for a long time, only I'm not going to say how long, because then you give away my age. So
going back to Planet Hollywood.
Yes, definitely going
Do the
back
math,
to
everybody.
Yes. Some people went field trips there, but anyway, definitely I've been in the business for a long time. Absolutely love it. It was a calling I had, mostly because of that's our heritage, that's our culture, is to be hospitable. So we kind of grew up around food, and gathering around a table always meant family. So that's what Chamorros are.
Yeah.
So anyway, so fast forward, how do we come up with the recipes? This is really a lot of different ideas. It was just trial and error, and the community actually, we did so many cookies for so many nonprofit organizations that one day someone's like, you should really box those. And so, of course, every challenge was an opportunity. And we've just been in it, and I have really great chefs. John Fernandez, he and I worked closely along with Mark. Mark Borja,
of course,
partner. Yeah. So
what's up, Mark? Happy holidays to you and the family.
We sat around and ate cookies until we got just the perfect cookie.
Okay, that job does not suck.
No, absolutely. So many different renditions, and we don't use any preservatives. We had to keep it natural.
Very nice.
So we didn't want to mess around with that. We had a lot of help from UOG, Dr. Yang. Got to give a shout out to them, because everything we do out of our kitchen has to be proven. The packaging, it's just a lot of creativity, and I've got such a strong team. So this is definitely a lot of minds coming together.
Okay, now each of these, of course, is it's not just a bunch of ingredients that you threw into like an oven and then packaged. You said the individual wrapping, the painstaking detail that you put into each of these.
Right.
Each of these is a win, but of course, as as my good friend the Highlander said, there can only be one. So which of these is the most popular?
Gosh, you know what? I'll be very honest with you, and I will tell you that my most favorite would be the regular shortbread.
Okay.
And
May I?
Yes, you may.
Okay, thank you.
And I am from Guam, so this to me is it's a buttery cookie that almost tastes like rosquetti without the dry powder. It just brings a lot of memories for me. It's great when you just cook it a little bit longer, so you get a little bit of a darkness on it.
Now, Marie, that works for me, because I made the abominable decision of trying rosquetti while I was talking one year in the air.
Don't do that.
The rest of the show was a disaster.
Yeah. So those to me, they just hit home. They're really good. They're buttery. They're flavorful.
It's really, really airy.
Yeah.
I can really taste the butter.
Yeah.
And it's sweet, but not overly done.
Isn't it amazing? I mean, the kids all love
I can see myself eating like 40 of these per sitting.
Yeah, but I will tell you, we came up with this bag, kind of, and I hate to use the word COVID, but this was our spin-off, right? So these are the mini latties. So you get the same flavor, but you get it in a nice snack pack. So you can try those babies out. Yeah, absolutely.
Again, Doc, just hit pause on YouTube right now if you would, please.
Yeah.
Okay. And the packaging of this, because you've got, you see this terrible, not terrible, like T-E-R-R, terrible.
Yes.
Man, those crazy homonyms.
Yeah.
You see that in so many packages. It keeps it fresh. It travels very, very well.
Very well, absolutely. So you got a chocolate one with a white glaze. See that? Isn't that amazing?
Chocolate, and there's okay. There are a lot in here. Yeah. So it's not all air in the bag and everything. You're going to get your money's worth.
Yeah. But this is another way that we can just perpetuate culture. And I mean, we're trying to level up here on Guam, and I think we can give a lot of good cookie companies a good run for their money.
Okay.
So that's kind of our path.
I see not only a great local business, a local product that has attained so much success, and all kudos to you, because I know how hard you work. I know how passionate you are about representing our culture. And about sharing cookies. So again, but the brand really sticks out to me, because when you say everything Guam,
Right.
that gives you not just of a little wiggle room to kind of diversify and branch out and expand. So is there a vision with what other types of products you might be adding to your line?
Absolutely. This is just kind of, DFS was just been kind of our stomping ground, if you will, kind of growing up in DFS. So they were the first way out for us. And so since that time, we have different flavors now. We have mango, we have coconut, we have, these bags will grow into more. We have oatmeal raisin. We have so many other things that are coming out. But more importantly, Everything Guam is a wholesale company, right? So we definitely want to feature all different kinds of ways to perpetuate.
I'm totally paying attention.
I'm like, whoa. Yeah, those are amazing cookies. Those have macadamia nut, chocolate chip, and coconut.
I love three things. I'm not a parent right now.
Okay.
If I ever have 3 children, I am actually naming them macadamia, coconut, and chocolate. And that's a promise because I said that live on YouTube.
Nice.
These are so good. I mean, again, they're light. I don't feel like I'm eating, an entire chocolate sundae or, like an entire Snickers bar. Again, they make a really, really wonderful snack. And these aren't going to, the next time I go on the air, I'm going to be like 7 pounds.
Right. And those are minis. So you get a little taste.
Oh, these are minis.
There you go. Yeah. Those are minis. I know, right?
Okay. Where can people find these right now? Most important question. I don't want to bury the lead because, ladies and gentlemen, we want to tell you, support Marie. She's a wonderful business person. Her heart and soul is in this product and making her business, the success that it is. So we want to tell people where they can find these.
Okay, so obviously we are at DFS with this, and we're being featured there. You can also find us down at our shop at 3 Squares in Tamuning. You can find these in most retails, Payless, these snack packs, a lot of the C stores, and then down in Tumon, you can find us at JP Superstore, you can find us at ABC stores. So just as everybody kind of keeps moving forward, we're going to move with them. So
absolutely, and that is the way to go. May I ask, would you have one with me?
Oh my God, I thought you'd never ask.
Okay, I mean, it's your company. You might as well.
Might as well cheers, right?
Cheers. Okay, and as we literally we break shortbread. See what I did there? Okay, as we do this pop quiz as we get ready to head into a commercial break. So Marie, can you quantify how many of your own cookies you have sampled, dined on, like over the years?
Oh my God. Well, if you know anything about me,
5 digits?
Probably more than that.
Okay.
I mean, definitely.
100,000 at least.
My office is right next door, and whenever you smell the cookies, you're just like, I gotta go check that.
But you know what that is? That's quality control.
Absolutely.
So that means in every single box, you are gonna get delicious tasting, well prepared, again, made with love.
Made with love, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Made with love.
And representing our culture. So thank you once again.
Thank you for having us.
A real delight to see you.
Yeah, it's nice to see you too.
Yeah, and again, congratulations on the success that Everything Guam is like. Having happy holidays to you, your team, and your family.
All right, you too as well.
Thank you very much. All right, please stay tuned because the Hotspot will continue right after this. And when we come back, some Japanese social media influencers who are on island and they are making content. GVB has sent them over here and we are going to get their thoughts on what Guam means to them. Stay tuned.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
1, 2, 3,
It's been a great 2 years for Pacific Points. That's 2 years of fueling your adventures with Shell. Countless tasty new treats from Foodies Guam. 24 months of savings on your IT&E phone and internet bill and prepaid services. And the chance to make cherished memories with United Mileage Plus miles. We're giving away 2 million points. Go to PacificPoints.com for details.
Pacific Points! Do more, get more!
There's epic, then there's ultra epic. Capture life in vivid resolution with Galaxy's most advanced camera system and the built-in S Pen that puts you in control. Every moment, every angle, from sunrise to sundown and beyond. More striking, more stunning than ever. Find the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra at your nearest ITE store or online at ite.net and change the way you work and play.
Half a day. I'm Gunnery Sergeant Ruben Tan from Marine Corps Base Camp Blas, personally asking you to join me in supporting the Marine Corps Toys for Tots program by collecting new and unwrapped toys for children this year. The Toys for Tots program, now in its 8th year in the CNMI, has partnered with the Saipan Chamber of Commerce, Lady Diane Tours Foundation, and the associated students of NMC to make this holiday season a time to remember for kids and teens throughout the Commonwealth. You may drop off your new and unwrapped toys today through December 10th at any of the 30 businesses who are currently participating in our campaign throughout Saipan, the Lady Diane Tours Foundation, Commonwealth Bureau of Military Affairs, and CNMI Women's Affairs offices. We kindly ask that when purchasing this year, to please remember gifts for older children and young teenagers. On behalf of the United States Marine Corps and the KUAM Care Force, we thank you for coming together and sharing the spirit of the season.
I can't make that amount work right now.
Mom,
what is it?
can I get new basketball shoes?
We'll see.
Can I please have $20 for my field trip?
I don't know. Can I go to my friend's house after school?
Anak, hindi pwede.
We're all trying our best to make ends meet. The governor's child care programs are helping businesses and working families care for Guam's kids. This ad is paid for with funds administered by the Department of Public Health and Social Services. Visit guamchildcare.com to apply today.
Breeze 93.9 FM is playing the perfect Christmas soundtrack of your life all season long. From timeless classics to new favorites and even the best tomorrow Christmas carols, let Breeze put you in the spirit of the season. On air and streaming on KUAM.com all day through January 1st. Watch Mariana's artists, activists, and visionaries and their quest to protect, preserve, and promote our Chamorro culture on The Culture Club, a weekly feature on KUAM News digital platform and the KUAM News Weekend Edition, brought to you by Tropicool Ice.
The Culture Club, winner of the 2022 Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion.
It's news in our native language on the KUAM News Chamorro News Updates, streaming online on Isla Radio and on the KUAM News YouTube channel. It's part of our ongoing commitment to sustain and perpetuate our language and culture across generations. Chamorro News Updates are brought to you by your familia at First Hawaiian Bank.
Hello, I'm Gunnery Sergeant Ruben Tan from Marine Corps Base Camp Blas, personally asking you to join me in supporting the Marine Corps Toys for Tots program by collecting new and unwrapped toys for children this year. The Toys for Tots program, now in its 13th year on island, has partnered with the Chamber of Commerce, Matson Navigation Company, Catholic Social Services, and the Salvation Army to make this holiday season a time to remember for kids and teens throughout Guam. You may drop off your new and unwrapped toys between now and December 10th in any of our boxes throughout Guam or at the KUAM studio. We ask that when purchasing this year, please also remember gifts for older children and young teenagers. On behalf of the U.S. Marine Corps and the KUAM Care Force, we thank you for coming together and sharing the spirit of this holiday season.
KUAM News, winner of the 2022 Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for the Culture Club.
You know how we do things on Guam? We share our culture and we welcome visitors and our brothers and sisters from all over the world. And our friends at the Guam Visitors Bureau have invited some wonderful Japanese social media influencers to Guam, and they are making content sharing the beauty and the culture of Guam throughout the world. Now I've got Japanese marketing manager with GVB, Regina Nedlick here, as well as Japanese influencers, Yamato.
Hi,
Hi.
my name is Yamato. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. Hajimemashite.
Hajimemashite.
Okay, Yamato's got, you do have the blue check mark, so you are verified. 2 million followers, everybody.
Thank you very much.
That's a big number, 7 digits. Also, Rito, Hafade.
My name is Rito. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. And Yudai.
Yes,
all the way they come. Yeah, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And welcome to Guam. Hafade to all of you.
It's fast.
Okay.
Nice.
And now I just want to talk about, like, real quick, Regine. We invited these wonderfully talented people here from Guam. Different culture, obviously different climate this time of year, different vibe. Did they have any sort of instruction about the type of content that they were supposed to make?
Well, basically, we wanted them to share how Guam is right now, how we're ready to welcome our Japanese visitors, and also the great weather that we have, which every time they come, they seem to bring wonderful weather to Guam, and also to experience the culture and the people of the island.
Okay, now guys, I'm sorry for the rain this morning. That wasn't my fault, but you know, there will
It's a
be very,
blessing.
very blue skies. But tell you what, speaking of blue, we do have something for you, and
thank you very
we would hope that part of course, our culture, much like Japanese culture, is sharing food. And you know, if we do this, we will always be friends because of cookies. So, so our friends at Everything Guam, who by the way we just interviewed, they have these. So. You can these bags are even open right now. So if you would like to eat, please.
You want to try?
Yeah.
You can try.
So you can even eat those right now. Okay. So let me ask Yamato first. When you first took out your phone and you saw Guam and you saw the wonderful blue skies and you know and the green grass and the people walking around, everyone saying half a day, what did that inspire you to do as a content creator?
What do you mean, like?
When you first came to Guam.
Guam first time?
Yeah. What kind of videos do you want to make on TikTok?
Like the beach and like
women.
translation, you know.
We've got very, very pretty women here too. Very beautiful women. and good looking dudes too. There's a lot of those. Yeah. Okay. So Rito, what kind of videos do you make?
What kind of videos do you make on your TikTok?
Because you're a DJ too, right?
最近 DJ とかあとグループのみんなでなんか楽しく Okay, like he's a uni boys. He's a like group.
Okay.
So he made like DJ like and like you know like happy stuff.
Okay, music. I've watched. I've seen your TikToks. On my computer, very, very funny, very funny. So Yudai, I want to tell you, what kind of videos do you want to make here now that you're on Guam?
It's Yudai's first time to Guam.
Guam の美しい景色とかを背景にしてやっぱちょっと面白い。でもちょっと品がある。
Behind the beautiful beach, you know, like.
We went to Bali, the Latin.
Yeah.
You enjoyed the
like
kayaking. They were kayaking.
Oh, kayaking, yeah. So the ocean. Yeah, the beach. Okay. I can see, and maybe if you can like help me communicate this message, Yamato, if you would. I see in your videos, there's a lot of music, a lot of fun, some of the trends, you know, like I'm a savage. Don't copy that, everybody, like that. Whatever I just did, don't do that. No, I'm an old man, right?
Good
okay,
job,
but what we like to have here, and like the gift we just gave you is food. So do you plan on doing any kind of like food videos?
I'm not making food videos.
You could start.
Yeah, I want to try it.
Very first time.
Yeah.
Okay, we love barbecue here on Guam. Chicken, ribs. And anything, beer, yes, beer, beer des, hi. Yeah. Okay, how about you? What do you like to do for fun? Because I've seen you made videos all over the world.
Yeah, in Guam.
Yeah.
何がしてるのが好きか。
What do you like to do?
いや何してる時は楽しいグアムで。ジェットスキーとか。
そう今日やったジェットスキー。
So like today we had a jet ski.
Oh,
初めてのジェットスキー。
Joe's jet, okay.
His first time.
First time.
Yes.
Okay.
So he likes the jet ski.
Was it fun or scary?
怖かったか楽しかったか。
楽しかった。
Yeah, he had fun.
Okay.
A little bit like scary, you know.
Okay, and then a final question. What about, even though you've only been on Guam a short time, but you're going to be here, you're going to make TikTok videos. What do you want to tell people when you go back to Japan about Guam? What the weather's like? What
I
the people
wanted to like say like the Guam is like so good like island, like people, food, the weather, the everything, and then like we can come to like just 3 hours in Guam.
Yeah, very close. Yes.
Yeah, very close. Like I want to tell everything.
Yeah. Closer than Australia.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Closer than Hawaii.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, see, come to Guam, 671. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Okay, so Regina, this is actually the second group of content creators that comes here. Social media is obviously the world's most important media form right now. What does this mean when you get these young people, talented, energetic? You know, they're into the social media culture and everything. What does that mean as far as promoting the Guam product to the rest of the world and showing off who we really are.
Right. It's really marketing the essence of what Guam has. Our hashtag Here We Guam campaign was very successful the past 2 years during COVID, and then now that restrictions have eased up, we're really now trying to ramp up and utilizing brand marketing, brand influencers such as Yamato and the Uni Boys, yes, Uni Boys, as well as the 100 TikTokers that we brought about a week and a half ago. Yes, their messaging, top of mind awareness about Guam is really what we want to do.
Okay, well, we want to welcome you once again to Guam. We want to say half a day to all of you. Arigato gozaimashita for everything you're doing. We hope you have a wonderful stay, and if you need anything, please just call us at KUAM. Okay. We would love, GVB is wonderful. We'd love to help GVB too.
Thank you,
so,
Jason.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay, you want to wave? Bye-bye to everybody right there. That's going to do it for our show, everybody. Thank you for watching. All right. We're back after this.
Breeze 93.9 FM is playing the perfect Christmas soundtrack of your life all season long. From timeless classics to new favorites and even the best Chamorro Christmas carols, let Breeze put you in the spirit of the season. On air and streaming on KUAM.com all day through January 1st.
It's news in our native language on the KUAM News Chamorro News Updates, streaming online on Isla Radio and on the KUAM News YouTube channel. It's part of our ongoing commitment to sustain and perpetuate our language and culture across generations. Chamorro News Updates are brought to you by your familia at First Hawaiian Bank.
All right, we want to remind you before we put this show in the history books, our friends from Japan, these wonderful content creators, they, along with many of your fellow Guamanians, are going to be down at Skinner Plaza today at 5. Why? Because GVB and our friends down at the museum, Regine, will be kicking off the holiday lights display. That is now a new island tradition. We didn't have this when I was a kid, but I love seeing the wonderful job that you do. So that's at 5 o'clock, the lights go on, right?
Yes.
All right.
Later on.
All right.
Yeah, holiday festival.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Happy holidays
you.
once again. That's our show, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.